Alright, so check out my little music rounds. These are little silicone music rounds, and I use these with my students to help drill notes. They're really fun to play with. So they're actually made of silicone so they can stick to things. You can see this one's a little dusty. When they get dusty, I just like to wipe them down a little bit. Just like this. And gets the dust off. We always wash them and keep them nice and clean so they stick, but dust always seems to find its way to these little guys. So, I wonder if you recognize what this note is. This is a whole note, and whole notes get 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also have next a quarter note, the wiggly jiggly quarter note. And this one gets, I wonder if you can guess how many beats. 1 beat. There's that quarter note. Then I also have coming into the picture a half note. These are nice little notes. And play a little slower here. You hold these for 2 beats. 1, 2. It's a half note. And then I also have here the 8th note. The wiggly jiggly 8th note. Now the 8th note actually usually comes by itself. This is actually a pair of 8th notes. This little bar right here connects them together, and 2 8th notes together create one whole beat, just like a heart. You complete me. Here's another form that the 8th note will take. It is this little guy right here. This is actually probably one of the prettiest looking notes. See, it's got a little flag on it. And then one little 8th note by itself gets a half beat. 1 half beat. Nice, quick beat. Like I said, this is one of the prettier notes. I mean, they're all pretty, but this is the prettiest one, and you'll see these in a lot of paintings and pictures. I think it's because of this nice little delicate flag. Gives it that nice artistic look. So that's your 8th note. We also have something else around here. I'm looking through my stash of notes. This is called a rest. This is the part of the music where you don't make any sound. Again, there's a little bit of dust here. You can see, so I'm gonna just wipe it off a little bit. But this is our quarter note, and this is just 1 beat of rest. Nice silence. In music, something that makes the sound so beautiful is the rests, because it helps space out the sound. So there's the beautiful rest. And then next we've got a different kind of rest. This is an 8th rest, and normally you will see this little guy paired with the singular 8th note these guys will come together. And it's good to start looking at all these different kinds of notes now, so that way when you see them in the music, it doesn't get overwhelming. When you see it and you recognize it. So these are nice. So, something else I really like about these music go-rounds is that you can actually put them on a more of a kind of plasticky surface here, and they stick. So look, and they also stick to each other, just like that. See? And you peel them off. I like how they sound when you peel them. I like the peely sound. So, let's get these little guys back out here. And I wonder if you could remember what each of them is called. So, this first one is called a what? Half note. And it gets 2 beats. Now, this music philosopher, his name was Kodai, he came up with this system of counting notes. So when you're reading your music, you're not necessarily saying half note, quarter note, eighth note, etc. You're actually saying another syllable that equals the amount of beats the note has. So for instance, this one would be ta-ah. That's what I call it anyway. And then this one here, if you could remember what this one's called. Yes, an eighth note. And we call this a T, T. T, T. When we count it. This one is called what? A quarter rest. This one. Do you remember what this one is called? A quarter note. Good. What about this one? Do you remember what this one's called? This one is an eighth rest. A nice quick half beat of rest. I wonder with this quarter note, can you guess what the takadimi is for this nice quarter note? Oh, I call it takadimi. Actually, the word takadimi was coined by a Japanese philosopher, and he uses slightly different syllables. Sometimes I get in trouble for calling it takadimi if I'm saying ta'a, but I don't know, there's not really a name for it in Kodai that I've heard for a language, so takadimi kind of sounds like a language. Yes, I know. Anyway, this one is a ta. Okay, and then this little guy here, when he's riding solo, this is an eighth note. Good job. And then this little guy here. Do you remember what he's called? It's a whole note, and it gets 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. Very good. So these are our musical notes. here, guess what? I have like a ton of these guys. The reason why is because I have a ton of students, so I need enough of these for all of them to practice rhythms. I could practice rhythms forever. It's very relaxing and therapeutic. Play with these little silicone pieces. So yeah, we've got our whole note, we've got a quarter note, we have our half note, quarter note, eighth note, quarter rest. Now, these notes can either go this way or this way on the staff, but it's the same duration. If you want to get creative, you could turn it this way. But normally in standard notation, you either want to keep it that way or that way. But the music rounds are fun because you can turn them however you want to. Oh, hey, look at this one. We actually didn't talk about this one yet. This one is called a dotted half note. The dotted half note is like a half note, but it's a little dot. Gives it a little bit of an extra duration. 1 beat to be exact. So 2 plus 1 is 3 beats. So when you see this, you would hold it out for 3 beats. So yeah, here's all my notes. Sometimes I like to stack them up too. Put them in like a little pile. Just play with them. I actually got these from a place called Music in Motion. Sometimes because they're called music rounds, and there's a store called Music Go Round, and sometimes mix them up. It's a place called Music Round. These little things are so fun to play with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these little music rounds as much as I do. Because they're pretty fun. And then before I send you off, I'm going to count some little rhythm here for you. See? So I've got a ta, ah, ta. Oh, I want to add these up to 4. Ah, here we go. So if I was going to count this, it'd be ta, ah, ta, sh, ta, ah, ta, sh, ta, ah, ta, sh, ta, ah, ah. See, and that's the point of this, is help you do it smooth over and over again. Ta, ah, ta, sh. Yeah, so these little guys are super, super fun. They're nice wiggly, jiggly notes. So, hopefully, this has relaxed you and also helped more familiar with your notes. So if you are going to sleep,